First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Detroit Lions. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Panthers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. The Lions at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. Back to throw here. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Working free to drop him for the sack there was Amari Barno. 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Touchdown! Christian Watson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Back to the air on second down. It's Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Gets around him. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. That's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this one is we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Here's Lance to throw it. He'll drop that down to Hubbard. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And they'll go for it. Lance able to complete this to Chenault. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Hubbard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Hubbard. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Now receiver in motion left. They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll set up a throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now back to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And in for the Lions touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be caught downfield by Chenault. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a throw here to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing his Lance on third down. Finds his man on the out route. It's Chenault. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He'll look to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys are able to extend their lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Lance again here on 2nd and 10. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Lance now on first down. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. To throw again on second down. Lance. High throw, but the catch is made. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And Lance going to throw. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll look to run with Hubbard, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer there on 2nd and goal. They'll get half the distance and a fresh set of downs to try to punch one in. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. A carry here for their big tight end. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Taken from about the 12. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Play action. Now it's Lance. Steps away. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there, and I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down, even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. Levante David in on the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He's got room at the 30, and he's got room. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Right back to Hubbard. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are all tied at 28. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. They'll look to throw. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions, 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting, pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance, knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Quick hitch, complete. It's Williams. Touchdown! Jamison Williams from 8 yards out, and the Lions have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Lance. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Hubbard. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And Lance now to throw. Checks this down to Hubbard. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Here's Lance. To Chenault on the slant. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Off of play action, here's Lance. Flushed out right. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Lance. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. Touchdown, Panthers. Kyle Pitts. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. 46 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. This is Swift on the counter. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Lance. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
Hubbard fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. A give up the middle, Hubbard. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this time, he is in.
Yes.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. They'll look to throw here. To his running back, Swift on the slant. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and 2. And he is going to lose yardage here. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. He's got this complete to Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 16. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He's back to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And with that, they're down to one remaining here in this second half. They'll try it now with Swift. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd. Carry it into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
They'll try and run it in. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you've just watched your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
One final try now for Lance. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he missed it. He missed it right. It's no good. And that's going to cost him the football game. So a field goal that could have won it went awry. Pretty good distance field goal. It wasn't a chip shot, but still, that one's going to stick with him for a little while, you'd have to think.
It is, and I know that he missed that one. And they walk off the field, and obviously they don't feel great about themselves. They just lost a game. But this is where the proficiency of kickers actually comes back and hurts them because they've gotten so good that we expect them to make just about everything, and we forget that's still a long field goal attempt.
And so much pressure there at the end of the game. It's one of those situations, unfortunately, where you're either the hero or you're the GOAT.
And what you also hope is that you've built up equity with your team by making